Hey everyone, we're going to work on downward facing dog today. You ready? Let's do it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is your hands. Your hands should be about shoulder width distance apart on the mat. The middle fingers will either be pointing up or slightly out. So whenever you have the middle fingers pointing slightly out, it's just giving you more space in the shoulders. So don't feel like they have to be perfect. Just feel what's right for you in your body, and then maybe eventually you can adjust from there. So we'll come onto all fours. Make sure that the fingers are really, really wide, and you want to press down through all four corners of your palm. And once you're all set up with your hands in the place that you think you're going to go, walk the feet back. So my shoulders are still over my wrist, and then my feet are back, toes are tucked. From here, lift the hips. So you might find that you're in this shape, where your kind of legs are straight and your chest is a little bit farther forward than you'd like. Go ahead and bend your knees, and then from there, press the chest back. So again, if you feel like, whoa, my shoulders are super tight, you may walk the hands out just a little bit or take the middle fingers out slightly. So finding that placement, press down through all four corners of your hands, push the floor away, but don't bring the shoulders up into the ears. So you don't want to be like this. That even gives me a headache just doing it. You want to have your shoulders be in kind of a neutral place. So not all the way down the back, but right in the center where you're still pushing, and you almost want the push to come more from the armpit rather than the squeezing from your traps. So just know that you may want to come down through any part of this video and take a break, and that's fine. So coming back, hands wide, fingers wide, push through the armpits. Make sure that the elbow creases are not turned in. You want to almost turn them up towards the sky. It doesn't have to be perfect. We don't have to wrap the shoulders completely, but finding nice neutral for yourself in your scapulas. Pull the belly in, and then now you lift the hips. So as you lift the hips towards the sky, so tailbone reaches up, you're feeling the armpits work, pressing the hands down. The knees can be bent a little bit, but then from there you'll press the heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. So you should be feeling a good, strong downward dog at this point. So some people like to take their downward dogs in a much shorter stance, and that's totally okay. But what will happen is you find that as you move through your practice, you'll kind of have to move the feet a lot from downward dog to plank. So I like to push back from this shape and then just feel that extension through my spine. It also gives me a lot more room to lift my hips up and back if my legs are a little bit farther back rather than having them forward. Now my heels are closer to the ground and there's a little less weight in my arms, so that might be a reason that you want to do downward dog with a shorter stance. So play with it, see what feels best in your body, and don't be stuck on what you think the pose has to look like. I've been doing yoga for many years, and I still don't touch my heels to the floor. I find it to be a little bit challenging on my hamstrings, and maybe at the beginning of a class I'm not touching, maybe at the end of a class I am. So just allow yourself a little bit of freedom to explore and play. Don't feel like you have to be in a very specific shape. Think about making that A-frame with the body and giving yourself as much space along the sides of your body as you can. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Like this video, subscribe to my page, it means a lot to me. I hope you have a really great day. See you next time.